Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expeditions. In this short video, we'll be looking at the Babylon Baby airdrop claim out of different Bitcoin LSTs, starting with Lombard. So you may not be eligible for claiming the Babylon airdrop directly from Babylon itself. However, you do have an allocation awaiting you on various LSTs. The different LSTs have their own mechanics of how to claim. We'll be looking at what we can cover in the course of this video with respect to 4 or 5 LSTs, some of which you may be using. If you're not using them, the logic applies. So we'll start with Lombard. By the way, Lombard is my favorite LST when it comes to Bitcoin because it favors you who has small equity as well as the whales. So I've discussed that in previous videos. Even though I have small equity, for example, in my case, $241, I've earned a lot of lux because they give lux for extensive use of their ecosystem. So if you distribute your LBTC across different DeFi strategies featured on Lombard, you are positioned for earning lux even though your equity is not large. Okay, so that's established. On the basis of this small amount of LBTC, I'm also going to be positioning for various prospective airdrops besides Lux. So depending on the pool you are participated in, for example, if it's a bearer pool, there are up to 6, you'll be earning points associated with up to 6 platforms, including Babylon. So if you had used LST Lombard as your LST, you would be eligible for some Babylon airdrop claim. But to claim, you have to go to staking yield. Now, as you can see, my equity is not large, and I earned 7 baby in turn on the basis of, I don't know exactly how many points I earned. Babylon points. There is no reflection of it here, but yes. So there's no way to tell you to compare the ratio. Okay, but it's not exactly about Babylon points earned. It's also about number of users on Lombard, as you're about to see when we check my allocation on Bob, where I also didn't earn many points, but the allocation of baby on there is bigger, something like that. Anyway, to obtain your your baby from Lombard, you go to the staking yield portal. Okay, then you see your baby allocation here. So in this Babylon your Babylon Genesis claim address, I'll show you how to get that. So in the course of claiming, you will need to provide that. Let's change to claim. Okay, so if you just want to claim to your personal address, you will use the claim option. To get your wallet address, you go to OKX. You have to change this so that is an OKX Web3 wallet. You can also use Cosmos. It's a Cosmos. Babylon is a Cosmos related chain. You can use Kepler. You can use Leap. So Babylon Genesis. Okay, copy this address. Okay, here, provide it here, and claim. So I'm not going to claim because it looks like there won't be, I don't know if there will be like a signage and all that. Oh, my Babylon balance is actually higher than 7. I thought it was 7. It's actually 20 baby. Okay. I'm not going to click claim as of yet, but you will not be expected to pay gas fee because the gas fee will be removed from the baby allocation you have. Now, I don't know why this, it says 20 here. I'm not very sure if it's vested. I'm not very sure why it says 20 here. Okay. Okay. Now you have this option of claiming. You also have this option of swapping to LBTC. Okay, so in this flow, you will be providing your address once again. Then two things will happen. There will be a claim to that address and then a swap on Tower Dex to LBTC. I'll have to do another video about this. Okay, so you can approach it this way, convert to LBTC. LBTC will start earning you locks on Lombard, but I will do a dedicated video about this. At least now you know how to claim. If you just want to claim, you can use this option. If you want to have your claim swapped into LBTC on the Babylon chain while interacting with the Tower Dex, which by the way I may recommend interacting with. It could have its own native token, is the primary Dex of Babylon, so I think I'll be interacting with this. In my case, considering my allocation is not much, I'll be taking this route of swapping into LBTC. I'll be doing that in another video, which is going to constitute a tutorial. So that's that for claiming your baby allocation from Lombard. Okay, let's quickly see this. Currently, only baby is available to claim. Once baby enters phase 3, tokens from Bitcoin secure networks will be made available to claim. Okay, let's leave this for another video. Next, let's go to Bob. We would assume that I have perhaps a similar range of points when it comes to Bob. Let's disconnect. This is my tutorial wallet, by the way, so I'm not sure I have like large equity on Bob, but based on my main wallet, the ratio on Bob is the best. You know, I had like 600 points, got eligible for like 600 tokens, baby tokens. It's not worth much. Maybe that's worth around $40 or so, but compared to the other LSTs, it's a huge bulk. Wow. Extremely low number of just a moment. Let's switch this wallet here. Oh, so it's the other one. Okay, so though I had, you know, extremely low number of Babylon points, let's see if there is anything to be claimed of the baby airdrop. By the way, these platforms, you know, Lombard, it's still early when it comes to the Lombard airdrop. Like I said, you also are positioned for a wide range of airdrops while using Lombard. Bob also has its own airdrop as well. It's currently in season 3. I believe that's the final season. If you have large equity, you may want to participate. It's, you know, compared to the other LSTs, it's still under the radar. TVL is around 200 million. You know, although it shows this number of users, I don't think many of them are engaged. Now, the platform for claiming your baby allocation from Bob is not this. So you have to go to their X account. And use this platform. So let's see if on the basis of zero point 0.2 points, I earn any amount of baby. That will shock me. No, maybe not shock me considering, the ratio on Bob. Okay. Wow. So the ratio is like 1 to 1 in reality. That's a very good ratio. The ratio is like 1 to 1. So I got like 0.24 or so Babylon points, and I'm eligible uh to claim this. Now with Bob, you have these options here. Now all these applications are within the Bob ecosystem, so you can use your baby balance to start interacting with Bob, because for the claim process here, you don't have to claim it to the Babylon chain. It's going to be claimed as an ERC20 token on the Bob chain. So that has been established already. There's an article here saying that the claim will happen as an ERC20 token on Bob. So you can use it already within the Bob ecosystem to start earning points, and also stake it and stuff like that. You have those three options. I don't know, I may end up doing a dedicated tutorial about this. But for now, you get the gist. Now, the shocking one is Etherfi. Like if Etherfi had declared the terms, then I would have preferred to put all my equity, for example, on LBTC or on Babylon. I didn't qualify on Etherfi, even though I had loyalty, a high loyalty. I've been on Etherfi for more than a year, because according to them, there was a cutoff and all that. And they claimed that it was set by Babylon, which I doubt. But, I'm not entitled when it comes to airdrops. I don't have expectations. I contribute to these projects organically. I wasn't eligible after all. I don't know what the cutoff is, maybe 20. I don't really know. But on both accounts, I wasn't eligible. I've earned around 1,000 or more than 1,000 points. Not much, but I wasn't eligible after all. So for this one, the claim, where does it happen? So you see how many points I'm earning based on my small equity on Etherfi, including Babylon points. This used to be higher. I don't know. It looks reduced now, but this is my tutorial account. Okay, so for the I can't even remember where the airdrop for just a moment, please, for baby takes place. There was a notice, at the top somewhere here, but now I don't find it. Okay, let's see if there is any new information. Oh, so there's new information. So maybe we'll be eligible after all. I'm not sure. Because here it says, due to allocation fixes, the Babylon claim site has been relaunched. All users must relink their wallet to ensure correct allocation. You can now check. Okay, so basically, maybe I'll be eligible now. Maybe they got feedback from the community and have fixed allocations. Although, but on the basis of the number of points I've earned, I don't expect a large allocation. Etherfi is well used as well. So Etherfi is also a good avenue for a lot of airdrops. You can also use Etherfi to interact with Lombard, so check it out. All the featured platforms have airdrop prospects, I'll be putting their links in the description. I'm still not eligible. Okay, so I don't know. I'll check this later on. I don't know if I have to clear cache. Do you know there's a likelihood of that? But I'll be checking this again offline after clearing cache. So I don't think it was cleared. I will check that. Okay, so that's that. After you are eligible, then you will need to complete the transaction. I believe with Etherfi, you will likely need to provide a Babylon Genesis account from OKX. I'm not sure, but I believe that that is likely to be the case. You'll be informed during the complete phase. If you have questions, you they have a chat portal on Etherfi. I believe you just check the lower part here. Okay, let's look at Satlayer. I don't know if they had any distribution of the Babylon airdrop, but I like Satlayer as well. I believe it's under the radar, so I'm participating there. I have strategies on Satlayer involving Lombard. Okay, so superficially looking, there is no, notice uh of claiming Babylon. Although you see here you earn Babylon points. So let's just check if there's any information about claim on the Twitter. So this was April 9th. Just a moment. Hmm. Wow, they wrote an entire article for covering other LSTs, which is good, but they didn't. It looks like they exempted themselves. So for this one, I'll need to understudy, you know, I mean, I'll have to find out and likely do another video specific for Satlayer. But Satlayer is a good platform if you're liquid staking your Bitcoin and wanting to position for many prospective airdrops, including Lombard. You can go through Satlayer. Information about Satlayer will be in the description. Let's look at Soul Finance very quickly. I must have earned some points on there, some Babylon points on there. So they have a portal here, X Solve BTC, whereupon you will be claiming, but it says TBD. So at the moment, you can link your wallet. So if you've not linked your wallet prior, you will be able to get your OKX wallet, Babylon Genesis wallet, provide it in the box here, and then sign the transaction to sync it with your EVM wallet. It's showing here that the rewards will be claimable at a later time. Oh, it's going to be delivered directly to your wallet. So that's interesting. I've not checked my wallet to see if anything has been delivered. Let me see if I can check. Wow. Okay. Okay, so nothing has been airdropped in my case, so I don't even know if I'm eligible. I wouldn't know. I would have to find out. Uh let's see. Uni Rock. No, Uni Bed. No, Bedrock, sorry. So here it says Babylon CBD, so it's not showing, how much Babylon I have earned. Claim BR. Okay, let's see this article. Wow, so you also have to connect wallet. I think I did a video about this already. So my baby here is 11. Interesting. Okay, so you need to connect your wallet here. There's deadline, by the way. This is binding deadline is 10th of May. So you need to connect your Babylon wallet here, which you get from OKX. I thought I've done that already, but I've not. Okay, then it says get the Babylon airdrop later. Follow this guide to. So I don't know really how they would, if you will have to claim and all that. Let me show you how to bind. Now, if you bind, you may not need to claim it. They will likely airdrop it. So let's leave it at that. Let's come to the end of this video. All the platforms featured, I will be putting them in the description. You can check them out, for productivity overall. To conclude, visit airdropc.com. No, let me say this, go to Kaito and onboard with your X account. The link to Kaito will be in the description, and start yapping about some of these projects, especially Lombard. Any of the projects that have been featured that you find here, they are good prospects for talking about on X after you have onboarded on Kaito. The reason is because, for example, Lombard, they have a huge amount of rewards for yappers. Around 1 to 5 million is the pool available for yappers, and you want to contribute to Lombard in terms of coverage, interactions on X pertaining to Lombard, and in fact Web3 in general. Just get onboarded on Kaito to get started with that. Visit airdropc.com as well to subscribe to airdrop reminders by submitting your email to this segment here. Because I'm working on 100 solid airdrop opportunities, each will have its own publication tutorial. I'm nearing the 100 mark already. I'll be sending the associated publication to subscribers. Contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, this Twitter. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome. Take action.